इंडिया के ऊपर 50% का टैरिफ आज से किक स्टार्ट हो चुका है सर। प्रेसिडेंट ट्रम्प की तरफ से जो लगाया गया था, एक्सपोर्ट के दृष्टिकोण से अगर हम देखें तो कितना बड़ा नुकसान हमारे लिए है, और आप इसको कैसे देखते हैं सर?
देखो, मैं ये देखता हूँ कि नुकसान अगर आप इसी एंगल से देखें तो कंट्री को कोई इतना बड़ा नुकसान नहीं होने वाला, क्योंकि $80 बिलियन कहीं ना कहीं से आ जाएगा। तो इनके पास तो FDI आ सकती है और भी कई सोर्सेज हैं, लेकिन नुकसान एक्सपोर्टर्स को बहुत ज़्यादा होने वाला है। भयंकर मैं तो कहूँगा कि नुकसान होने वाला है। कई यूनिट्स बंद होने वाले हैं और कई यूनिट्स ने अपने वर्कर्स को निकाल दिया है और कईयों ने नोटिस दे दिया लेबर इंस्पेक्टर्स को कि हम ले ऑफ कर रहे हैं। तो सिचुएशन तो इस वक्त बहुत ख़राब है। गवर्नमेंट को थोड़ा हेल्प के लिए आगे आना चाहिए।
तमाम सेक्टर्स हैं, तो खास तौर से हम देखें तो एक चेन प्रभावित होता है सर। अगर प्रोडक्शन में थोड़ी सी रुकावट आती है, और जाहिर सी बात है कि अगर 100 रुपए का सामान 115 रुपए में बिकेगा तो उसके सप्लाई में असर पड़ेगा और डिमांड में भी कहीं ना कहीं उसका डिक्लाइन देखने को मिलेगा। तो सर कहीं ना कहीं लेबर इंटेंसिव जो सेक्टर है उस पर ज्यादा असर पड़ता हुआ दिखाई दे रहा है। तो आप किस तरीके से सरकार से ये अपेक्षा करते हैं कि सरकार इस वक्त में आपके साथ खड़ी रहे, एक्सपोर्टर्स के साथ खड़ी रहे, और क्या सजेशंस आप एक्सपोर्टर्स को देना चाहेंगे सर?
हम कल मिलने जा रहे हैं फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर से, तो उन्होंने टाइम दिया है। तो मेरे ख्याल में हम सारा डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। तो हम तो उनसे मांगने वाले हैं कि अगर हमें 15% तक रिलीफ दे दें तो ये सारा जो डाउनफॉल है 50% का जो इफेक्ट है वो नलीफाई हो जाएगा, क्योंकि 25% तक हमारा इंपोर्टर भी देने को तैयार है, लेकिन 50% वो डर रहा है। ऑर्डर उसने होल्ड कर लिए हैं, नए ऑर्डर्स नहीं दे रहा है। वो बड़ा गड़बड़ हो जाएगा। फिर
आगे क्या राह? एक खिड़की बंद होती है तो बड़ा दरवाजा खुलता हुआ दिखाई देता है। अगर हम अभी के FTAs की बात करें तो इट्स गोइंग ऑन विद यूरोपियन यूनियन, हमारी ऑलरेडी कई फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट्स हो चुके हैं। तो अब आप एक्सपोर्ट की राह किस तरफ देखते हैं? क्योंकि 60-70 बिलियन डॉलर के आसपास का ये टोटल एक्सपोर्ट रेशियो हम देखते हैं। तो स्टैटिस्टिक्स के अनुसार अब हमारे पास क्या ऑप्शन है सर?
देखो, ऑप्शन यही है कि हम दूसरी मार्केट्स को ढूंढें, वहाँ पे अपने माल को बेचने की कोशिश करें। लेकिन एक प्रॉब्लम ये होती है, जो माल अमेरिका जाता है, इंजीनियरिंग गुड्स की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, तो या एप्पल की भी बात करता हूँ, जो डिज़ाइन अमेरिका में चलता है वो दूसरी जगह नहीं चलता है। तो दूसरी जगह पर डिज़ाइन दूसरे बन सकते हैं, तो लेकिन दूसरी मार्केट ढूंढना इतना आसान नहीं होता है, क्योंकि मार्केट एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए आपको कस्टमर का कॉन्फिडेंस जीतना पड़ता है। उसमें 3-4 साल लग जाते हैं।
आपके
बहुत ज़्यादा
तमाम चीजें कह रहे होंगे, किस किस तरीके से वो अपनी परेशानियां बता रहे हैं?
वो यही कह रहे हैं कि हम अगर गवर्नमेंट ने हमारी हेल्प के लिए आगे ना आई तो हम फैक्ट्रियां बंद कर देंगे और हमारे बीवी बच्चे भी बहुत बुरा हाल होगा उनका। क्योंकि कई ऐसे आदमी भी हैं जिनका फ़ोन आया कि वो 100% एक्सपोर्ट USA को करते हैं, तो उनका तो बहुत बुरा हाल हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उसके पास 1600 वेंडर हैं। उसने कहा कि सारे के सारे 1600 वेंडर बंद हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता उनके हेल्प।
We are now facing, sir, its kick on, sir. What implications do you see as of now from New Delhi's perspective and from the perspective of our exports, sir?
In fact, the 50% additional tariff is applicable on roughly 55% of our export. 45% exports of the product like pharma, mobile phone, petroleum, they still continue at zero duty, and some of the product like steel, aluminum, copper, they face a uniform tariff of 50%, so we have the level playing field. The 55% of my export is definitely impacted. The good thing is that with the front loading of exports, probably the export for first 6 months has already been made. So under danger is an export of around $25 to $25 billion, but we expect that some of that exports will continue. Some of the exports which are being made to the leading brands, where the brands have the enough cushion to pay for the duty, will continue. Some of the companies, the global brands, are looking into shifting the export from India instead of US to some other country. That may go, of course, that may take a hit for our export to the US, but from export to other country may go up. But in the short term, we should be ready to take some hit also. And the unfortunate part is that from MSME's perspective, who hardly have the deep pocket, we are little concerned with that. It is not just the loss of business. We have to see what will be its impact on the liquidity of the exporters, because probably if the exporters' liquidity is there, they will not be an NPA, and once the situation improves, they will continue to be in business. So as of now, our priority is that we should ease the liquidity to the exporters, because if they have the liquidity, if some moratorium in the loan payment may be given to them, if some collateral-free lending can flow to them, some enhancement of limit happens, so they can tide over their current problem. Our other priority is for the workers, because if the business is not there, particularly for the companies who are having more exposure into the US market, we have to see how the industry retain the worker. We are also trying to get a feel from the industry how we can use the lean period for upskilling or reskilling of the worker. We will be also requesting the government if the necessary fund can be allocated so that this lean period can be used for reskilling. It is very important that worker remains on the payroll of the company, because this is a temporary problem. The situation will improve, and if workers can be upskilled in this period, they will turn out to be very productive assets when the business moves up. So the problem is temporary, and therefore we should look into in what best way we can mitigate the challenges for the industry.
So can we talk, and I want to quote that our export may hit by 70% to United States when we talk precisely about this tariff, additional 50% tariff.
Please bear in mind that half of the year is already gone. So we are talking, let us say we are talking about an export of close to $88 billion, $44 billion plus exports have already gone. We have a balance 6 months, which at best can impact an export of around $44 to $45 billion. 45% of that continues to be under the exempted or a uniform tariff of 50% across that. So at stake, at best, is a $20 billion. I'm pretty sure some of that exports will continue. How much, that will only the time will tell. So I don't expect that we are taking a hit on 70% of my export, because in any case, the exposure is not beyond 55%. And in this 55% segment, some exports will definitely happen. I talked to a number of exporters in the apparel sector, and some of them said that the brands have told them that they will continue to buy from India, because it is not possible for them to shift their supply chain, because there are a lot of social compliance requirement also by them. So it is not all business is lost, but of course in this segment a sizable number of business may be lost also.
When we look at apart from MSME also, this is a labor intensive industry when we talk about very precise. So what do you think about the employment numbers? Will it be affected after this additional 25%? So?
So definitely, if I'm saying that if business is impacted, if these industry or the units are not finding the alternative market.
I was going through a report. It was stating that some industries got shut due to this additional 25% tariffs. It's already been shut, sir.
No, I'm not sure the industry has been said. There may be a couple of factors also. By and large, we are not looking into disruption of the manufacturing as such. Some disruption is of course obvious. That's why we said that in such a situation where the company is primarily focusing on the US market, even the supplies were under the pipeline are over, there are chances that they may be hit. That's why our priority is to somehow provide liquidity to them and somehow manage the worker remains on their payroll. This is a little difficult situation for the industry, but I think we can utilize the period, the lean period, for a kind of creating a productive asset of the labor which can be used subsequently. There may be some cases where industry may have been closed. We have to look into what exactly is the reason. But the fact of the matter is that some of the business may be impacted. Whether that impact of business result in closure of the unit, whether it result in shelving of some of the worker, whether industry would like to retain the workers, gainfully employ them, I think that will depend from industry to industry.
Would you like to any relaxation on the part of exporters, and would you like to also appeal to the exporters not to be in panic and not to take any step in hurry, sir?
In fact, I will say that every crisis gives us such lesson, and the important lesson from this crisis is that we should not be putting all eggs into one basket. The problem is more for those exporters who are primarily focused on the US market. US in any case contribute to roughly 18 to 19% of my exports, and therefore exposure of any industry up to 20% is within the manageable limit. But if industry was focusing on the US market for 60 to 70% of their exports, they were in any case not de-risking themselves. So one of the important fallout of is that we need to de-risk, we need to diversify. And I think that's a message we would like to give to the industry also. Look into the number of free trade agreement which has come into the operation. Try to focus on those countries. Try to also look into the countries where government is going to go for the new kind of FTA. We are going to have an early harvest with the European Union, which is as big as a market as the US, and probably that can be a focus market for us. From the government side, we would like the government to support. So in the best scenario, we can retain the market in the US. That's important, because once the market or customer is lost, it is very difficult to regain that, because that customer goes to some other supplier and probably would like to stay with the supplier. From that challenging prospect, we want the government to provide some support. Government is looking into providing some support to the industry. The export promotion mission support is on the card, and if that is rolled out quickly, probably that will send a very positive signal. We are also requesting the government to provide some kind of banking support to the industry also, so that the problem which has come on the industry should not result in making those account NPA, because we know that banks are quite stringent on the banking norms, and once they become an NPA, the entire flow of credit to them will stop. So that's a bigger worry for us. We are equally sensitive to the need of the workers also, and we would like the worker to be employed by the industry. A couple of suggestions will be made to the government in this regard. The short point which we are making is that this is definitely a difficult situation, but then we have recovered in the past from worst of the situation, and I'm pretty sure Indian industry is resilient to come out of it also.